Um, in what ways is your occupation changing?
A lot of it's just the different technology because there's a lot of social media marketing now. The social media platforms are really being used to do marketing. So it's not the traditional billboards, commercials that you see on TV or magazines. It's more just the social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or any of those.
That's true. I agree. All right. Is this industry heavily regulated?
To a point, depending on what you're doing, as far as like advertising, you can't do false advertising. So you're regulated from the FTC to make sure that you're not doing making false claims and that type of thing as far as advertising is concerned. But that's basically the only thing I can think of that would be regulated.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, what do you find unique about your career field?
Um, Actually, a degree in marketing let you go and do multiple things, not necessarily just work in marketing. I started out with my degree in marketing. I was going to be a buyer for a clothing store. I ended up being a manager and the district manager for that. And then when I got out of retail, I went and I was a financial analyst. That has nothing to do with marketing, but they knew that I had the people skills to go and talk to potential lenders and businesses and things like that. But then after I did that, I became a marketing rep. So I was using for a
Yeah.
pharmacy. So I was using the marketing. So it's just I was able to do a lot of different things, and now I'm using it to teach.
Okay. Um, what sacrifices have you had to make to succeed in this field, and do you feel the sacrifices were worth it?
Some of the sacrifices are put up to me, basically, that I didn't take them. But when I was in retail and I was the district manager, they wanted me to move up and do more things. But there were things that came into the way of my family, and I said no. And so I left it at that point because I wasn't willing for that sacrifice.
Because
Now, people that want that sacrifice, they're able to go up and do a lot of things and move way up in the company. So it's one of those you've got to decide what you want, that
yeah,
happy balance,
yeah,
basically. But there again, I had my degree in marketing, so I knew I could just go
yeah.
and I could find something else easily, and I did.
All right. Um, what are the most significant characteristics of this industry?
Um, Not of the people in the industry, just the industry as a
Yeah, the
whole.
industry as a whole.
I would just say it's something it's growing, it's needed, and it's ever changing. You have to be very flexible and willing. They talk about being a lifelong learner. You really do have to be a lifelong learner if you're going to be in this industry because things are continually changing. You have to adapt to the shift of the population, the ages. So what you used to market to 5 years ago, it's going to be a little different because those people are either getting older or they died. So now you've got younger ones coming
Yeah.
up. So you've got to change the way that you
hmm
get the information out to them.
Yep. Um, what kinds of people experience the greatest success in this field?
Outgoing people that are willing to take chances and push themselves, basically, not just no, don't accept the status quo. They have to be willing to think outside the box and be creative.
And that's kind of like the movie The Founder with Roy Kroc and McDonald's and everything.
Yes,
Persistence.
yeah, and persistence is another one. They don't take no for an answer. Just keep on going.
Okay. Um, could you describe one of your typical work days?
You want my typical workday now, or do you want?
Um, let's go before.
Okay, before, basically, when I was doing the retail and district manager, it was basically training all the other managers, making sure that they were doing what they were supposed to do, doing all kinds of reports, letting them know how their sales were, and training them. And then also, not only did I have to worry about people outside, I had to worry about our other or just stores, whatever. I had to worry about my own store there too, training them and selling things and all that. So it was always changing. I never was able just to focus on one thing. It was always constant interruptions.
So with all of that, what do you find most challenging?
Being able to get everything done to what I wanted to be done as, because you were spread so thin.
Did you find anything enjoyable
Oh,
about
I
it?
enjoyed just meeting all the people and getting to go and do. I never did the same thing every day, and that's why I couldn't go to just an office job. I had to do something that I was totally interacting, doing something different.
Yeah.
And now in education, it's the same thing. Every class period is something different, so I don't
Mhm.
get bored. So
Okay.
it's people that, you know, this is good for people that don't want to get bored. That
Yeah.
they have to keep doing something always to
Mhm.
keep from getting bored.
Okay. Um, let's see. Here's a question. What would be a reasonable salary range to expect if I entered this field?
It depends on where you're going to work, and but when you start out, you're probably going to, I don't even know what it'd be now, but it'd probably be 30 to 50,000 starting out, and that's I don't even know. I know when I first went and started, you know, it was mid to upper 20s, but that was back in, you know, a long time
Mhm.
ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Alright.
It depends on what
Yep.
you're doing.
All right. Well, that's it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.